Hey Canucks fans, hello from Vegas, here in our beautiful timeshare. It's our last few hours here before we fly home to Vancouver. And yes, the WestJet strike is over, so I'll be sleeping in my own bed tonight, as much as I love it here. The Vancouver Canucks have signed 3 forwards, at least so far, in unrestricted free agency. 1 top 6 forward, 1 middle 6 forward, 1 bottom 6 forward. I know Canucks fans have been kind of seeing all these other big names going out and being announced by insiders, going to other teams, some overpays, i.e. Elias Lindholm. But in Patrick Allvin style, we didn't hear a lot through insiders. We heard it straight from the team themselves. So let's break down these 3 signings, the ones that we know of as of right now. So 1 top 6 forward, Jake Debrusk. 1 middle 6 forward, Danton Heinen, and 1 bottom 6 forward in Kiefer Sherwood. So I had to write these out because there's no way I can memorize all of what I wanted to talk about today. So Jake Debrusk, drafted in 2015, first round, 14th overall. Remember, Boston had 13, 14, and 15, picks 13, 14, 15, 3 in a row, and Jake Debrusk has been the best by far of those 3 players. So first round pick, right in the middle of the first round, 14th overall, played all 7 seasons with Boston. Now Debrusk is a left shot, left winger, but is he the guy that they have tagged to play with center Elias Pettersson? So in his 7 seasons, Debrusk has had a 150-point season. That was last year. He had 27 goals, 23 assists for 50 points. Just this, that was 2 years ago, I should say. Last season, he had 40 points, 19 goals and 21 assists and 40 in 80 games, so he had 40 points. So basically, he's a point every 2 games. He's a 0.5 point per game player, so that screams second line player to me. And he's had, along with the 50-point season 2 seasons ago, the 40-point season last season, he's also had seasons of 43 points and 42 points twice. So 5 of his 7 seasons, he's had more than 40 points. I like that. To me, that screams second line player. So maybe he is indeed the one to play with Elias Pettersson from Edmonton, Alberta. So good Canadian boy, and most importantly, the one that matters the most. 7 years, $5.5 million a season. So that's a total of $38.5 million. It's relatively high, but I certainly don't think it's an overpay compared to what else we've been seeing this morning around the NHL. So Jake Debrusk coming to BC, coming to Vancouver after 7 years in Boston, 7 times 5.5 for $38.5 million total. Speaking of Boston Bruins, former Bruins, we have Danton Heinen from Langley coming home to play with the hometown Vancouver Canucks. Now, he was drafted 1 year before Jake Debrusk. He was drafted in 2014. He was drafted in the 4th round by the Boston Bruins, 116th overall, and he did 4 years in Boston, 2 years in Anaheim, 2 years in Pittsburgh, and then last season in Boston. So Heinen is a 9-year veteran of the NHL. Last season, he had 17 goals and 19 assists for 36 points in a full season. So he's just under 0.5 points per game. So 36 points last season, and his career high, he had a 47-point season in his first stint with Boston. So like I said, hometown boy coming to play in our middle 6, probably a 3rd liner, and he's going to be making $4.5 million. So 2 years times 2.25 per season makes $4.5 million. So Debrusk, 7 years at 5.5, Heinen, 2 years at 2.25. So a lot cheaper, obviously. And then even cheaper than him is for Kiefer Sherwood. Canucks fans, we saw him a lot in the Canucks versus Nashville first round series. He is from Columbus, Ohio, and he signs a 2-year, $1.5 million contract per season, so $3 million total. So the Canucks doled out 38.5 for Debrusk, 4.5 for Heinen, another 3 for Sherwood. That is 7.5 times plus 38.5. That is $46 million total over for these 3 forwards. Now with Sherwood, he's undrafted, and he played 2 years each in Anaheim, Colorado, and then most recently with Nashville. And then this year he had 10 goals and 17 assists, 27 points in those 68 games for Nashville. So a prototypical bottom 6 player that plays with some edge and decent speed, and he'll be a nice way to round out, replace the Sam Laffertys of the world. So basically, I think you have Debrusk replacing Lindholm, you have Heinen replacing Mikheyev, and you have Sherwood replacing Lafferty. That might be one way to look at it. Regardless, it's Jake Debrusk, it's Danton Heinen, it's Kiefer Sherwood. Canucks fans, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on these players, either individually or as a whole. how did Patrick Allvin do with these 3 deals? Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to being with you guys tomorrow once I'm home back in Vancouver. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.